All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Yes, I'm officially doing the Nintendo news now. Yes, thank you. I finally can do it. Welcome back to the channel. Let's go ahead and cover Nintendo. Fire Emblem Warriors Elise has been confirmed as a playable character in the game. You'll be happy that she's confirmed and the 3DS game and Nintendo Switch. To celebrate the announcement, Nintendo has released a trailer showcasing her and her abilities. So here's the trailer right here. All links will be in the description below, so you can check that out. Let's move on. Okay, Pokemon Championship Series coming to Germany and Spain this autumn. So if you guys are interested, it will be coming there, and you live in those countries. Let's go ahead and look here. Followed by a special event in Spain on the 30th of September through October 1st. Okay, so that's what the date right here. This is the dates right here. So check that out. You guys can be in the tournament. Good luck to you if you guys go there. This is actually something I forgot to report a while back, but it's good to see it's on Nintendo Switch also. Sonic Forces launches November 7th with bundles. The game will become with, I guess, all figurines here, or DLC. I think this is DLC, right? These are DLC characters. Hold on. Available now in pre-order, includes controller skins, Sega and Alice outfits. Check them out here below. Okay, so they're just outfits. Okay, I'm thinking they're I thought they were collectibles. They're outfits. Okay, so and you get skins for your controller. So that's the one for basically the same skin. If I'm looking at this right, yeah, it's the same skin, but it's made for each controller. So that's for the Switch, Xbox One, PlayStation 4. So you check those out if you guys are interested in the game. Go check that out. What does it say? It will be available on November 7th. So go ahead, guys. Okay. Nintendo and Western Digital bring branded SD cards to the Nintendo Switch. Now, this right here, you're actually going to be, well, actually, not really. This makes sense for them to do this because of the news story I'm about to report in a minute. All the better to store your eShop purchases. Nintendo has partnered with the Western Digital on a line of official SanDisk micro SD cards for its Nintendo Switch. What makes them so different? Well, Mario and Link are on the packaging, and the 64 and 128 gigabyte cards have Nintendo branding printed on them. Nope, no 400 gigabyte cards featuring Wario just yet, and that's the extent of it. The cards will be available starting next month at select retail outlets. If you're anything, this will make it easier for parents and family members to grab the right storage cards when buying gifts come the holiday season. So they have their own cards here. 128 gigabytes. That's really not too bad. You got to look at the size of the games in the long run, but that's not too bad. 250 really should have been the standard right there, but this is what I'm about to tell you, you're gonna really just gonna agree with me anyway. What I'm about to tell you after I get to it, after this one right here. But let's go ahead. All eyes on Nintendo and Microsoft at PAX, Switch, and Xbox One X and Spotlight. Hold on to your caps. PAX West kicked off this morning in Seattle, and all eyes were on Nintendo's Super Mario Odyssey, the highly anticipated new Mario game featuring Mario's friendly red hat, Cappy. While there was a lot to see, Nintendo and its Switch console were the stars of the show. The gaming giant, which has its North American headquarters in the Seattle suburb of Redmond, made a huge comeback earlier this year with the release of the Switch, selling 4.7 million consoles in just 4 months, people. In just 4 months. Super Mario Odyssey is set to release October 27th. Expect this number to definitely go up. You know, that's crazy. If they can get over 10 million units in just a year, really, because they haven't been out for a year, but in 4 months they're at 4.7 million. And how many units is the Xbox brand in so far? The Xbox brand is what, at 30, 35, give or take, right? 30, 35, give or take. So That's insane. That is insane for Nintendo. Let's continue. We beat the crowds in the door and got a chance to check out Odyssey. And for any '90s kids familiar with Super Mario 64, it was a bit of a trip down memory lane with the 3D open world and a familiar set of signature moves. Like everyone else these days, Mario has moved to the city and has gotten adept at using his signature cap to defeat enemies and transform into pretty much anything you can imagine. The twin controllers, the twin controllers took a minute to get used to, but after accidentally jumping off a bridge a couple of times, it was easy to get the hang of. Odyssey was Nintendo's focus at PAX, but it also put an emphasis on third-party games, showing off Rocket League. Obviously, they got some Nintendo support for that. They're getting, if I'm not mistaken, they're getting Mario and Luigi themed cars for the game, so that's pretty good for Psyonix to do from Nintendo, so that's good for them. NBA 2K18 and others on the Switch. One of the major criticisms of its previous console, the Wii U, was a lack of popular third-party games. Nintendo is also upping its support for independent games with a mini expo of independent games that are coming to the Switch. But Odyssey was still the talk of the town. Just a few moments after the conference opened to the public, the line to play the game was staggering, and fans were jumping at the chance to pose with a life-size model of Mario and Cappy. That's pretty cool. In addition to countless demos, talks, and competitions, there is sure to be a plenty of live broadcasts at PAX. Amazon's Twitch had its usual presence at the event, and as the streaming service has woven itself into the fabric of the gaming world, Microsoft's upstart streaming service Mixer made its debut at PAX this year with a sizable presence alongside Microsoft other demos, including new games on the Xbox One X, which it hails as the most powerful gaming console ever. We gave Forza Motorsport 7 a test run on the One X, and it was a great choice to showcase the console's graphical abilities on the game's Dubai racetrack. Players zoom past vibrant backgrounds that almost pop out of the screen, and details like sand blowing across the track or the occasional confetti cannon are ultra realistic. Despite that, the machine did seem to have some trouble keeping up with the high-res graphics. The course flickered and in and out several times, leaving us suspended in a kind of virtual purgatory. The first PAX, originally called the Penny Arcade Expo, was held in Seattle 2004 by Comics Penny Arcade, biggest games competition in the world, attracting thousands of viewers. Okay, so I'm just giving you a little retake of that. That's interesting, what was going on with the Xbox side. That's interesting. Good on Nintendo. Really good on Nintendo. 4.7 million units in just 4 months. That is great. Good job on them. At that rate, they can literally pass Microsoft in sales. Absolutely. They can definitely, if they can keep this up. Obviously, Mario is going to definitely bump those sales up. That's definitely going to bump it to 10 easily. So, my advice for Nintendo is just keep it up with this quality games, and that will definitely happen in their favor. And speaking of this right here pretty much is talking about the whole SD cards. Now the Nintendo products as of late don't have hard drives, and that's something that is needed. At least it's needed. Now, it would have been cool if the system had two types of storage options, or two types of storage period where you can use on and off. For example, you have a hard drive in the dock so that you can save all your games on the dock, and then when you're going on the go, you can have a micro SD card, which you're using now for your games on the go, and you can do that. That would have been brilliant. You know what I'm saying? That would have been brilliant. Well, let's go ahead and read these quotes from Nintendo and vice versa. Some Nintendo games will require consumers to purchase an additional micro SD memory card to play them. Our expanded storage solution offers flexibility for those who need it to play these games. People can choose exactly how much additional storage space they want to buy, depending on the number and type of games they want or they play, and the amount of content they plan to download. However, even if you don't have a micro SD, Nintendo has stated that you will still be able to play a portion of the game right out of the box. The full game experience and content is what will require SAD. Micro SSD, here's what they had to say. See, now let me go ahead and stop there. This is why I said you need a hard drive. It makes no sense for us to go through this many hurdles just to play a game as simple as that. You know, if Sony or Microsoft did this, they would be crucified by the internet. Nintendo should not get a pass on this. This is something that should not have happened in the first place. And I already know a certain somebody, you know what I'm talking about, is going to go, Nintendo is their own company. Yes, they're their own company, and they should be responsible, and they should be, you know, considerate of their consumer base when it comes to decisions like this. But, you know, that particular someone just doesn't want to talk like that. No, they want to lie to themselves. Let's continue. If you purchase a physical version of the game that requires an additional micro SD card, memory SD card, you will be able to play a portion of the game right out of the box, for example, specific levels or modes. To enjoy the full game, downloading additional data is required depending on the storage requirements for each game. It may be necessary to purchase micro SD cards to expand storage space. When purchasing a digital version of the game, it may also be necessary to purchase to purchase a micro SD card depending on the game's storage requirements and the storage available on the consumer's Nintendo Switch. That right there. How much do these games cost right out the back, guys? $60. You're spending $60. You should already be able to play the full game. You shouldn't be able to play no portion of it. That's like me paying you $60 just to rent it for 5 minutes, and then my time expires and I can't go past this level. That makes no sense. That's something that I'm not with at all. That's something that I can't get behind, and I hope at least I'm not the only one who feels this way. I hope I'm not the only one that feels this way. I hope that I'm not the only one. But that's pretty much the end of the news for my Nintendo. There you go. I had to make sure I got that for you guys. You guys been asking me, so there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for almost 1,400 subscribers. You guys be good. I'm going to go ahead and get on with my day. You guys be good. You guys stay blessed. Be easy. Thank you guys again for all your support again. And I will see you guys later. Later, guys.